Would you rather have cheddar cheese for knees, or a talking dog that only speaks in Portuguese? Or to make yourself feel really dry, would you towel dry between your thighs, or dangle out your knackers in the breeze? You are listening to Knackers in the Breeze podcast with me, Ryan.
And me, Big Bears.
Right, last week we said it was summer.
Yeah,
It's been a slight change since then.
Yeah, it hasn't gone as well as I thought Mother Nature would go. No, she threw a curveball in there.
Yeah, I've been ice skating with my car.
Yeah. I don't think I told you. In the midst of the so we had minus.
It was Siberia. It was the beast from the east, wasn't it? It was the Siberian
east,
blizzard, basically.
It was minus. I think it was actually minus 3 or 4. With the wind chill, it was minus 11 or something. It was fucking crazy. And I made it to work every day, which I think is an achievement, because there was one day I went in, there was nobody else in. I was the only one in the office all day. Anyway, but there was the day before that. It was a bit dodgy, very snowy, and it took me fucking an hour and a half to drive 20 miles. It took a long time. And on the way there, guess how many car crashes I saw?
Oh shit!
In
I
20
saw
miles.
A lot of car crash as well. 20 miles. I want to say maybe 5.
More.
6.
More.
10.
Less. 7. I saw 7. So I drove past.
It's always shit when you go.
Yeah.
Guess how many I saw? 20.
Yeah. I think the day I bought some shoes. Like, guess how much these shoes were? Were they free? No, I had to pay for them. £5? No, I paid a bit more than that. I think that's it.
They were 25 quid. That's not cheap.
Straight away, you've lost whatever you were trying to gain. It's gone. But yeah, I saw 7 fucking. So I was driving on the A259, I believe it's called. Google it if you're not from the area. And there's a car span round. It obviously span off. Luckily, they had some with them. So I was like, okay, keep driving. That's crazy. Carried on. Another car span, got up the bank.
Was that on Friday?
It was near Deal.
I wasn't near Deal.
It was on Thursday.
Okay.
I believe it was on Thursday.
I saw quite a few car crashes.
It was crazy.
On Friday.
It's because there was the sheet ice on the road.
Sheet ice. It just looked like a wet road.
I'll tell you what, it might have been Friday. Thursday might have been the day where nobody else came in. Then Friday was the dangerous day. Because there was black ice on all the roads. That's what it was.
Yeah.
The amount of cars I saw that span out was absolutely. It was crazy. So by the 5th car, who I saw smash into the side barriers, who just on the middle of the road on the dual carriageway, I had to just swerve around them with their hazards on. There was no one there. They'd obviously ran away or something. There was no one in there. By the 5th one, I thought, well, when's the next one? Oh, there it is. And then another car got up the embankment.
Yeah, I'm sure I drove down that road and it was on the opposite side. So you would have been going that way.
I was going that way, yeah. It was fucking crazy. Honestly, it felt like some apocalypse, kind of everyone's dying and crashing around me. Like a zombie, the end of the world. It was awful.
But our Swedish listeners are just laughing at us going, this is spring for us.
Exactly. It all fucking crumbled over here. And you know, it wasn't even the snow. It was deep in places like Ashford and deep in Kent, because it was the beast in the east. The east got it worse here. It was
probably
very
the worst
bad.
we've had it in quite a few years.
Yeah, I don't remember it being so bad ever, really. But I could get it because we were on the coast. It never really sat too deep.
No.
But in the heart of Kent, in the deep Kent, where a lot of people I work with, I got photos, and they were fucking. It was deep. You couldn't even see the road. There was no way of getting out. There was at first I was like, oh, those little fucking. I see what they're trying to do.
It's definitely worse in Thanet.
There's a bit of snow, and they've gone. I can't come in. When I saw the photos of their driveways and stuff, I thought, no, they really can't get in. They actually can't get in. They're not even trying to blag a free day off. They genuinely. What could they have done? So yeah, it was fucking crazy. I
remember coming from Thanet towards Deal, and it was like frozen, shitload of snow and everything. Got to Deal, there wasn't a speck of snow. I still had shitload of snow on my car, and I was just kind of like the freak of everyone driving past going, where's he brought that from?
Causing crashes, because everyone's going, what the fuck's that in his car? Oh, that's smash.
Beast from the east.
It's
just
the beast
distraction.
from the east. You're a carrier. But yeah, it's been fucking crazy. But it's all gone now. But the summer has not arrived yet. So
no. Well, it is.
My hopes are dashed. Although I saw a daffodil.
Proves it's more summer.
I saw a daffodil yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
On telly?
Well, I had to Google it before I saw one. No, I saw a real one in real life, fluttering in the breeze.
Cool.
Like a knacker.
I think as soon as you see a little bud on the tree, you know it's spring now.
Yeah,
even though it's had a bit of a wisp of spring this week when it's been sunny.
We've had touches of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's got it's always just a feel and a little bit of a smell.
Tell us, how's the weather where you are? We'd really like to hear. It's knackersinthebreeze@gmail.com. how is the weather near you? Have you struggled with the beast from the east? Although I think obviously Scotland are like constantly fucked. I mean, they're always snowy, so fuck them in a way because it's not unique. That's their life. But if you're from the Midlands or slightly north of the Midlands in England, or you're from another country altogether, let us know. How have you managed in the past?
You said you went to work and there was just like a few of you there.
There was nobody. There was anyone in the office.
Yeah, I remember at primary school, my mum always kind of like forced me to go to school no matter what, even if I was like, I've just contracted this like plague or something. She's like, no, you got to go to school. If then you can't actually function, think about going to the office and then coming home.
I won't pick you up, but you can walk back.
Yeah, I think in the whole school there was about 6 that turned up, and I was one of the 6.
And they were all the kids that weren't loved by anyone.
And they didn't come to the gates and go, no, school's closed. They were like, yeah, come on in.
Come on in.
Then I had to go there and just wait hours until they contacted our parents again.
As you walked in the door and you looked and you thought, there's only 3 people here. The doors were locked behind you. Douche! You're not getting out. What the fuck? I guess it was one of those fun days though where you just do shit all. Is it a bit like
it was a fun day in very
Christmas.
Heavy quotation marks.
You get to play Frustration and Ludo and watch shit things.
The dot games where you draw a load of dots and then try and do the boxes. That's all I remember.
It's not very educational.
And Connect 4.
It's not educational, is it?
No.
It's not. It's terrible.
Yeah, I think like 3 teachers turned up or something.
Oh no!
And I bet they were just more pissed off than I was.
Yeah, they were like, I shouldn't have come in. I shouldn't have come in.
Kids.
And now Rye's turned up. Fucking hell. Ryan Oatridge. 6 years old. How old are you at this point? How far are we going back?
About 9 or... Yeah, probably at 9.
One more snow-related story about school. I don't think we ever had a snow day when we both went to the same school. Did we ever have a snow day? There's one day I remember where it was snowed heavily while we were at school, and they only let the people that lived X amount of miles away go. If you got the bus, you're allowed to go. But because we walked, even though you lived miles away,
I lived in Ramsgate.
School
was in Broadstairs.
You had to cycle or walk. They didn't let us go. It's only if you lived, if you had to get the bus. Okay, you can go at 1. We had to stay like fucking prisoners in a school that nobody wanted. The teachers didn't want to be there. I don't want to be there. But anyway, you can't put a price on education. It's really invaluable. So I'm glad I stayed that day.
Apart from all the taxes we pay. Actual price, but
and those textbooks that we bought. Did we buy textbooks? I don't think we did we? Anyway, those fucking taxes that we pay now. Those national insurance we pay now. Anyway, I don't know what the point is. I don't know what the point is. Rallying against school from 15 years ago. Fuck them. Anyway, when was the last episode we did? About a week ago, week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago?
About 2 weeks ago, I think.
Okay.
So we're more regular now. Pooing like a champ. Quite regular.
Quite regular. As regular as daisies. And but not daffodils.
If you heard me say champ without it distorting, it's because we've got new microphones.
Okay.
We've got a pop mic. So I can say pop mic.
And there's no
and
pop.
I bet it won't.
There's no pop there.
It should turn out quite clear.
Yeah, we are now sponsored by... We're not sponsored.
ZipRecruiter.
We're not sponsored. But we do have some new mics, and they only cost about, what, 20 quid? What were they?
20 quid each, yeah.
20 quid each. You can't put a price on quality. If you could, it'd be £20. Because these are quality. So let us know in the feedback, is the quality better? Can you hear our voices?
Quality of the sound, not necessarily of the content, because it's still shit.
Can you hear our ineptitude coming through stronger than it did before? But I remember last week, probably the best question we ever had, and not the funniest question necessarily. We've had some great questions. It wasn't the silliest. It wasn't the most gory. It wasn't the dirtiest. We had a lot of great questions over the past few months.
Yeah.
But this question stood out because it was unique. It was different. It was a curveball. It was left field.
It wasn't a would you rather either.
It wasn't.
We don't want to name ourselves as a would you rather podcast. But...
No, you never pigeonhole yourself creatively. It's one of the rules I live by.
Yeah, of course we're talking about Josh's question, which I feel I didn't quite do my part. No. But then again, I've not got a lot to offer as a person.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. I gave everything. I gave a great. And if you haven't listened to that, go back to the last episode, and you can hear the question in question.
But it was basically about if we were on a raft, there was only room for 2 people, and all 3 of us are on. Josh had to stay on.
He has to.
Josh's question.
It's his question. He can stay on.
Then who would stay on? You have to justify yourselves.
Yeah.
And if I was on the raft, if I was Josh, I'd be straight off.
What do you mean? If you were Josh, you would jump off and save us?
No, sorry. If I was Josh, I'd choose me to get immediately off.
But that's only because you've got low self-esteem. Don't beat yourself up. He'd keep you on because, here's why. You can speak fluent French. A lot of people don't know this. You speak fluent French. I'm still amazed by it.
Das ist nicht richtig. As I say in France.
So he can speak fluent French-Germanic hybrid that he's invented himself.
That's not true.
And so if you were, we didn't raise this last time, but
speak like
if you
incredibly broken French.
If you're on a raft, I don't know. For me, you're fluent because I don't speak French. But if you're on a raft and you accidentally hit a French colonized island, you would be invaluable, and he'd wish he didn't kick you off.
Exactly.
But the chances of that happening are very slim. I don't know. We need to get Josh back on to do another question, if anything, to validate, do we hit a French island in the future? I don't know.
Which one of us did he choose? We have the reply, actually.
I honestly don't know what his answer was.
I don't know what the answer was. I've not listened to yet.
No.
But we're about to find out.
Place your bets. I'm sure people listening have probably picked their favourite person. No bets as to who that is. I don't know what I meant by that, whether it's me or you.
But Josh is a very unique person, so maybe he wouldn't go with the flow.
Do you think he's put another curveball in and gone, I'm going to save myself and the raft. And kick you both off.
I just want some space. I want some leg room.
I want some me time.
It's not Ryanair now.
Yeah.
It's Ryan Raft, and I'll be straight on that.
As cheap and nasty as Ryanair.
Ryan Raft. You got any belongings? It's extra.
Ryan Raft will be leaving from Dover, from the port of Dover to Calais, once a month.
Aiming for Madrid.
Bringing migrants back with him.
I know Madrid's inland, but fuck it. Right.
Yeah, right.
This is Josh's answer.
Okay.
Who he chose.
So this is, right, let's look at this straight. So this is, who would you save on a life raft? He heard our arguments as to why you should save me, and this is what he chose. If it's not me, I'm going to flip this new microphone.
Jesus.
I'll be gone.
Why you spend? Well, I can't remember the thing. Why you spend all this money? The birds in the cage.
And just kicked over kicked over the marketplace. Good biblical reference.
Hi guys, I've listened to the podcast, and my answer would be I would like to take Ryan to Prickface, whatever it was called, solely on the basis that Barry's sheer arrogance in what I'm going to get picked. I can't be tolerating that type of mentality, and to put down Ryan's IQ, that's the type of, not a personality trait I want living in this place. It's supposed to be a fantastic new place, and that's just something I don't want there. So Ryan, on that basis, plus you had some good ideas as well, I would love to bring you to this place we are going to, Prickface McGee, I believe. So let's throw him overboard. Thank you.
Fuck you!
Get in the
you
fucking
mother!
sea.
How dare you? The arrogance of you to think that I was being arrogant. I wasn't.
You're just proving his point
I
now,
was
really,
confident. I was on this new island. If there's a snake that comes a hither and a slithering towards you to kill you, I've got the confidence and the arrogance to go, I can kill that and save your lives.
Hey, when you jump in front of it, go, I'll save you, and then you're dead.
No, you don't know. That's bullshit. And
that was your argument. You'd do anything to save anyone.
I would rather...
You'd probably jump in front of Josh to save the snake.
I'd rather drown than be on an island with people so shallow.
Well, that's good, because this is what you're going to do.
Well, that's what's going to happen. Choice between an island with him and you, I'd rather choose the sand at the bottom of the ocean and no air. Right?
Josh has another question, so maybe that has shaped his answer.
No, this is... I've got a bone to pick with Josh, because I wasn't being arrogant. All right? I was being confident. There's a big difference. If there's pride in your work, then there is a bit of arrogance. But I was proud in who I am as a person. You need the confidence to survive on an island that you've never faced before. You're in a situation you haven't been before.
No, you need the skills and stuff. You can be as confident all you want, but you might die if you haven't got the skills. I have the skills.
What skills?
You all heard it.
This is bullshit.
Even though I would choose me to drown.
You want a man who sacrificed himself immediately to save you on an island? This is bullshit. I'm really upset. And my large ego and low self-esteem, this has really hurt me. I can't deal with it. I can't rationalise this.
It's pure arrogance.
I'm taking this personally.
There is a tear coming down from his eye now.
There is. There fucking is.
Right. Josh has provided a new question as well, and
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to listen.
I have high hopes because of his last question.
I'm not listening.
Hi, my next question is, so if you were to go on the TV show Hunted, which, if you're not familiar, is a Channel 4 show where you are given an hour to escape from these bounty hunters, and you have to be on the run for 28 days, and these guys are relentlessly hunting for you. Now, my question is, you're on this show, You're allowed to bring one person with you, but it cannot be the typical Ray Mears, Bear Grylls, or anyone in that category. So you take someone with you. Who is that person? And what would be your technique? What would you do for those 28 days? How would you avoid capture? I'd be interested to hear your answers. Thank you.
Ooh, okay.
That is a really good question, because I've watched Hunted. I watched the first series of Hunted because it's really good. And there was a person from Canterbury on there, and he did really well. And everyone who watched it, everyone says, I could get to the end.
Yeah. I've seen it as well.
I truly believe I could. And
they're in, that everyone thinks they could. And that's why it's a great show, because not everybody does.
So if you don't know it, it's is it the CID? You got it's kind of like the
like MI5
equivalent of MI5 or whatever. You got to avoid, so you can take cash out immediately, because you're get cash out and there's a camera there that shows your face, and then you have to just scarper. You can't use your vehicle because it's tracked. It's like number plates.
Well, I think it's how it works is, so you've signed up, you know it's going to happen, but you don't know when, and then you get a half an hour warning or an hour's warning.
Yeah, just said an hour. But...
Okay, so you've got an hour, right? Bang, and then you've got the top military minds, police minds, trackers, anti-terrorism people that are going to track you. So you've got an hour head start, which is not a lot, really. That's not really.
No, it's not.
So it'll take me fucking half an hour to pack all my beauty products. My hair,
exactly,
my hair gel,
mascara,
my my Trojan condom, all my things I need, my essentials. My lube.
Is that for water? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a survival. I'm thinking of survival at all time. And you can burn lube / Vaseline with with cotton wool. Yeah.
Is it just the cotton wool that's flammable?
It could be, but you never know. So just take the lube just in case.
Right.
Also, if I had to swim the channel, cover yourself in lube.
Oh, in Hunted, you're not allowed to leave the UK.
Right, I see. Well, I already know what I'd do.
What a lot of people do is go immediately to the Scottish Highlands.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And I feel like if I was part of MI5 or whatever, but check the Scottish Highlands. That's what everyone goes.
You know what I do? I bet
there's so many fugitives on the run in the Scottish Highlands.
I'd first do is I'd hack into your Netflix account or your TV history and go, he's watched Hunted. What episodes did he watch? Oh, he watched the one where the guy went to the Highlands and won. He's probably gone to the Highlands. I just do whatever the guy did that he watched on the episode.
He has also watched The Only Way Is Essex. What a prick! I definitely want to catch him.
What an asshole! It doesn't give us any clues. It makes us just want to get him more. But yeah, so when he said that, I can pick anyone, right?
Yeah.
Anybody. There's no holes barred.
No.
Do you know who I'd pick? Immediately this came to mind straight away.
Who?
Beyonce.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Because
she's so well known that anyone would go hey, it's Beyonce, and there's a person with him. Oh wait, isn't that the fugitive? And then you're caught straight away.
No. Here's what I do. Right. Beyonce. Oh, hi Beyonce. How you doing? Yeah. Oh, I love your hits. You're looking really beautiful today. Brilliant. Where's Jay-Z? Oh, he's at home. Okay. Right. Come with me.
I've got my Trojan. Be prepared, love.
Are you thirsty? I can fill it up full of loads of water. I'd be like, right, Beyonce, I need you to do it. She's the fall guy, by the way. She's the bait. So I'd be like, right, Beyonce, come with me. We're going to go on the Southeastern train. We're going to go from Margate.
You're on the train?
We're on the train.
You're on the train?
We're on the train.
There's CCTV on the train.
Yes.
You get caught straight away.
Hear me out. We're going from Margate, and I bought a ticket to Ashford International train station. They're going to cotton on that I'm on the CCTV. Obviously, my face will be red. Here's the thing. I'm about Beyonce. You sit in the carriage a little bit further down. I'm going to go into the toilet on the train. I'm going to lock.
You follow me.
I'm going to lock. No, there's nothing there. Beyonce's a lovely lady, but no. Like Beyonce, I love you, but you're going to have to take the hit, right? You sit there and do not move, no matter what. I'm going to go into the toilet and close the door and lock it from the inside. Now, they knew that I was on the train because they saw my face. They rushed down to Ashford. Beyonce's sitting there. They go, Beyonce. She's surrounded by pap, by civilians, by fans. They're struggling to get through. They go, Beyonce, where the bloody hell is Barry? I've already told her to say he got off at the last stop and he said he was heading towards the Scottish Highlands. So they go, shit.
The MI5 would go, we don't quite trust that.
No, they were like, Beyonce wouldn't lie. And also, it's hard to hear her because she's surrounded by fans. Meanwhile, I'm about 12 foot away in the toilet with it locked. And I'm not
12 foot from the people who are surrounding the train.
And I'm not coming out.
He's in it. This station is in lockdown.
Oh, can I add a little caveat that I've put an out of order notice on the toilet. So no one's coming in. And I've locked it from the inside. There's no getting into that toilet. And people think it's out of order anyway. So anyway, no to Beyonce. Beyonce, where's Barry? Oh, he's gone to the Highlands. Oh, fuck, we missed him. He got off at the last stop. They rush back to the final stop, which probably, I don't know where that is. I don't know where the final stop is. Canterbury East, whatever. They go
from
back.
Ashford?
I don't know where the next stop is.
Isn't it London?
No.
Where are you going?
I went from Margate to Ashford in this scenario.
Right.
So
and then carried on. Oh, you got. Oh, right,
yeah.
okay.
So anyway, so they go back there. They go shit on Scottish Highlands. They're now searching loads of loose ends. Meanwhile, I'm just sat in the train. I'm sat on the toilet, I'm reading a book, I'm having a great time. I'm filling my car up full of water from the toilet.
Right, so where are you getting off? What station?
I'm going to sit in there for as long as possible.
Yeah?
Until the evening.
Well, in Hunted, it's like 28 days or something.
Okay. I'm going to sit in there for at least 12, 13 hours until the cleaners come in and they actually force their way in to clean the toilet. Meanwhile...
Do they do that?
Yeah. Meanwhile, they've already gone... Beyonce's long gone. She's gone to a hotel, whatever. She's been caught. They're now trying to chase me. They're chasing a ghost because I was sat there the entire time in the toilet. I then get out. It's about 1 a.m. The cleaners are doing their thing. I get out. I walk back home. I go into my bed. Good night, everyone. I'm going to stay there for 27 days.
Is it your bed?
It's my
At
bed.
home?
I'm home.
Where they're already there and they've checked through your stuff?
They checked for my stuff, but I've gone.
Okay.
They saw a train ticket to Ashford. That's all they found. A receipt. Okay. And then we go. I just wait at home for 27 days. And I take. Is there a cash prize? Because that's probably mine.
I think there was, yeah.
That's my prize now.
Okay. Well, who I was going to pick, I was actually going to
Beyonce?
pick you because I thought you'd be smart, but that was incredibly stupid. I definitely wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't
'Cause
pick me?
No, that was
The thing is,
awful.
we can't both sit in the toilet. There's got to be someone who takes the fall for my plan to work.
Don't go on the train. Don't go on the train. They're going to... Oh, they live very east of Kent. They're only going to go west. Let's check all the trains. Let's check all the public transport. They're only going to go west.
But they won't check the out of order toilet with Beyonce.
They'll check all public transport.
They can't get through to it because Beyonce's been she's been swarmed.
And
by
he's
fans.
with like one of the most famous females. Well, probably the most famous living female apart from the Queen.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But that's part of the plan. That's why it's great because they'll
You're
go
12 feet away and you go, I'm so secure, I'm so safe. I've sussed.
I've beat the system. They're never going to find me.
So I'm definitely not picking you now.
They go to her. Listen, like flies around shit. They'll go to Beyonce and they won't see me. All right. Right, so who would you pick? I want to hear yours.
Tell you what I think.
So I've already won. So who are you going to pick?
I think our friend Dave might be quite good at this. I
Dave,
reckon he would be bang on, like, knowing stuff about
He's a survival
security.
man, yeah.
Well, no, Beyonce's a survivor.
She never gives up. Ever. Just ever.
She's going to work harder. I think Dave would know a lot about like security and just like kind of blend it. He's very much, he likes his rural stuff. He's cyclist. On Hunted, two people did cycling.
Yeah.
He's a cyclist, so he just sticks to the rural things, and
he's got more than one bike.
he wouldn't use public transport because that's a dead giveaway immediately.
Unless
and
you're
they'd
gonna
catch
train-
you
unless you're gonna
almost
train-
immediately.
Let's get a train with
Yeah,
Beyonce.
public transport. The most famous.
Famous woman on the planet. They haven't got a fucking clue. They haven't got a fucking clue. Right into their nose the entire time. Also, I've just thought of this. You've got an hour's notice. Fuck. Go into the garden. Pick a spade up. Dig a fucking hole. Get a straw. Climb into the hole you've just dug. Bury yourself with your arms. Pull the dirt back over your face. Put the straw in your mouth. And breathe. That's your way of breathing.
I'm definitely not going to pick you. This is just so stupid. The very first thing is they're going to come to where you live. If you go into the garden and dig a hole and then bury yourself with a bit of straw, it's going to be all the MI5 people surrounded. You're going to have to stay there for 28 days.
Okay, a scuba
in your own excrement, not drinking anything which you die.
If it rains, it will run straight down the snorkel, and you can just suck that up. The condensation in the morning, a worm or a beetle or a ladybug will climb into the snorkel, eat that. You'll sustain yourself for 28 days underground, 3 foot under the surface of the...
A lot of people have to like apologise for their preconceptions of people, and I think I have to apologise because I thought you were intelligent. I thought you had some quite good ideas.
I'm going to sustain myself on condensation and ladybirds and ants, right?
I'm the survivalist. I stay on the raft. You get off with a straw.
Your cheap budget Ryan raft.
I'll survive on the island. I'll survive on Hunted. I'll get the whole 28, 30 days or whatever it is.
Wait, so you didn't tell me your plan.
Right, so my plan.
You're with Dave.
Plan would be...
and you're on a bike. Where are you going? What are you doing? You've got 28 days. How are you going to eat? What are you going to do? Dave is a survivalist. He really is. He will drag you up by your bootstraps.
We're not going to stay in one place. We're going to bit of tarpaulin, any forest, bang, stay in there.
Yeah, and Dave is your man for that. He really is. He's got tarpaulin. He's always got that on him.
So I think
Where's it like
anywhere, just don't do. They're always talking about patterns. People do like patterns. If you're going west, maybe you go west and then you go north. Go to the Scottish Highlands. We'd avoid that. Maybe even some people might think northern Wales because it's quite rural, but then
I think
a lot of people go climbing and stuff there, so people would be there checking. So
but interestingly,
last place you'd look, maybe right bang in the centre, maybe somewhere like Leicester, not Leicester City, but like Leicestershire County.
What you've stumbled upon here is my idea. So yeah, let's go somewhere with the last place to have a look. But yeah, I think okay, I can see your point. So you'll do the straight up plan. Go rural, don't go too obvious. Tarpaulin.
How are we going to give food? Maybe a bit of foraging. I've got a book called Food for Free.
Yeah, okay.
I'd bring that immediately. I've got some. Yeah, I think you can only draw out something like 300 or 400 quid, and that's what you have to spend for 28 days.
Okay.
So, bare essentials. I'd get Dave to go in and buy stuff. Basically, I wouldn't go in and into a shop.
Well,
CCTV.
Because they're after you.
Yeah. You'd have to stay away from cameras.
Would you shave?
No.
You wouldn't shave. Because those that don't know, Ryan does have a really nice beard.
Yeah.
But if you shave that, you and wore a hat, you'd be straight away harder to recognise you.
No, because my passport photo, driving licence, I'm shaved.
Oh shit! Okay,
98% of my Facebook photos or whatever.
Okay, so you'd
probably not 98%.
Continue growing the beard out. Actually,
I'd have to. I don't know, change it or just maybe I don't know, shave my head. I don't know. Just wear a hat, wear a scarf that
wear a bowl hat.
A lot of like cyclists and a lot of motorcyclists wear like the little headwear that I've got on my head, and they wear it up to their nose, don't they?
Yeah,
and that's not
irrecognisable.
That's not uncommon. So I do that. Just pretend it's cold, even if it's summer or whatever. Just go, I just want to keep bugs out of my face. No one's going to...
I thought of a brilliant plan as well. So if you're on a bike, get a German flag or any flag of any other country and put it on the back of your bike. So it looks like you're touring through the UK from another land.
I wouldn't put a flag on. Don't want to draw any attention. If you've got a German flag, there's going to be some anti-German, especially if it's like the World Cup. And...
There's got some anti-German.
I don't know. If this summer we do it, we might play Germany, and Germany 99% of the time are going to beat us. So there might be a bit of like Germans, and they're like, German flag.
But you're fluent in
Tell
German.
him. Das ist nicht wichtig. Ce n'est pas vrai.
See? You're fluent in German. Okay, well, there we go. Can I just say, thank fuck that Josh isn't picking a winner from this one, because he'd probably pick you, and he's wrong again.
Well, we thought...
If he does pick the wrong one.
He might be, like, bang on the Beyonce thing.
He will. Did he mention that in his question? Is he going to pick who he thinks would be the winner? I've just got... my pride won't let me let that go. I'm really upset by that. You know, I'm taking it personally, obviously.
I think your body is too bootylicious for him.
He's never going to put a ring on this, let me tell you that. There you go.
Okay, so next question is from the father of Would You Rather, which I'm sure you're all familiar with.
My man, my favourite man.
Riding on a pony, eating macaroni, dick pics on his phone, is Paul Simeone.
Okay, that's a new version. You slipped that one in there.
Yeah, it's acoustic.
That's a whole new version.
Acoustic's a cover.
It's a lot more beautiful than it was. That's gorgeous. It really taps into the emotion that he brings with his questions.
Okay, so this is the question from Father Would You Rather.
Hello, mate. My Would You Rather this week comes courtesy of Kelly, and it is as follows. Would you rather watch your parents have sex every night for the rest of their lives and yours, or join in once and never have to watch again? So, a little glimpse into my girlfriend's mind there.
Fucking hell. Okay. I don't know if it's a laugh or cry. That is definitely a glimpse. So Kelly, that's his lady friend, his significant other. It really is a peek into her mind, because that's a weird thought.
I want to know how she asked that. Is that like a kind of like, hey, your friends do a podcast, I'm going to send one in, or just like a, Paul, sit down a sec. I've been asked this, and I just don't know what to say.
See, I was thinking she'd be like, Paul, I've always had this urge.
Mum's text me.
You know, I've always been close with Mum, and I can tell her anything, and she can tell me anything, and I've always wondered how I get closer to her, you know, emotionally, and I do. This is going to start because I'm getting an erection. I'll be honest with you. That's not true. I ran out of steam. Not for the first time.
It's where to begin. I don't know. I feel a bit uneasy trying to answer this.
I've got so many
every night.
Well, the thing is, I kind of say I know what I would do. I'll be honest with you. I do know what I would do.
Just to get out of there first off, every night, I don't respect my parents.
Yeah,
fair play. I mean, at their age,
if they can find time after doing it for how many years?
I might just go there and just applaud.
I'm going to say it's interesting for me because my parents have been divorced for about 20 years.
Very interesting. Yeah.
So imagine them fucking. There really is nothing there. So it'd just be a cold, hard, job done fuck. So that for me is easier to take. I would rather I can watch that happily because I know they're both not really. It's not even emotional.
Happily.
Happily, I can watch it reluctantly, but eventually I would just go numb to it as they would, as they are, if they fuck now, it'd probably be numb to it. They'll just be like, oh, is it done yet? So there's...
I think so. I don't know. Let me check. And then you have to watch them actually check.
Yeah, that is enjoyable. The thing is, but I think it's different for me. Your parents aren't divorced. Maybe there's something there. There's no spark between my real biological.
Is that what you're worried about? There has to be a spark.
No, I think it's
not the whole. I have to. Sorry, lads. I know I'm out with you tonight, but apparently it's every day, and I've got to go back now. What are you going back for? Just to watch my parents fuck. It's a daily thing. That's what I do. I'm numb to it now. As are they.
I keep a notebook. But I think I generally
keep statistics. The average time. I've got an Excel sheet.
Oh, 63 thrusts, Daddy.
A new PB.
Oh, Daddy. High five.
Who is your daddy? It's you.
It's you. You're my daddy. I think. I just think, right. Can I just say, right? I think knowing that there's nothing there, right? That it's just two bits of flesh banging into each other, makes it easier to watch.
That really disturbed me when you
did the action.
Made the sound. Yeah.
I just think it is,
Do it again, just for the listeners.
Yeah. But it's knowing that there's not an emotional attachment. Knows I'm not. It's like watching a lion hunt its prey. I'm not emotionally attached. I just go, okay, a lion just brought down a deer and now he's eating it. I'm not emotionally attached.
How are you doing it?
Well, maybe this is why I'm not in a long-term relationship at the moment. Is that not how you do it? Is that not a good analogy? It's like an innocent deer.
I know people like being a bit animalistic, but that's a bit too far.
Just go for it. Bring it down.
I like to be like Jaws.
When you least expect it.
Until someone throws a bomb in my mouth. Often there's an explosion in your mouth, but that's at the end.
Okay. Okay. Well, Paul, the father of Would You Rather. Do you know what I was about to say? For you, this is a weird question, but it's not his question. It's Kelly's question. This is why it's a little bit different to what we normally expect. It's a little bit darker. I don't know where to go with this.
The mum of Who'd You Bum?
It hasn't got the same ring to it, but she might get her own theme song. Kelly, you might get your own theme song out of this. You never know. You never know. I'm going to put a request in, and I don't think it will be answered because Kelly herself probably doesn't even listen to this podcast. But Kelly, we've never met. I would love to hear. What is your answer? What would you do in this scenario? I really want to hear because it sounds like you've got. I wouldn't say issues, but you've got a very open mind. You've got a very open mind. To even come up with this question, I'd like to hear. What would you do if you expect us to answer? Let me hear your answer. Yeah. I'll give her mine. I'd rather watch my parents fuck forever than get involved. I don't really want to get involved, really.
What would I do? I think every night.
Eventually,
it would be very inconvenient.
Can I say,
first off,
bear in mind that we're slightly younger than our parents, so eventually they will die before us, hopefully, in this scenario. Hopefully. So
depends how hard they're going at it.
My dad's ticker will eventually give way. Yeah, so hopefully I've only got, a max 30, 40 tops years of this shit.
Only?
Yeah. So, and then
40 years later, you're going to still have to watch them going at it?
Yes, but eventually...
How old are they going to be then?
They'll die. My dad will be fucking 90 or something, But then...
I don't know. That for me would be quite interesting, just for your parents.
Yeah.
Or anyone's parents. Going at it at 90.
Yeah, but it'd be fascinating.
Logistics behind it. A lot of people have hip operations, but...
Yeah, but I think by that point it'd be actually interesting. You'd be like, oh, how are they doing this today? It would be quite interesting. You'd be like
I've had a hip, up, dibba, 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 ba, 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 ba.
The ram root. Wiggity bee. Well, the thing is, yeah, I feel like so eventually they will die, thank God, because in this scenario, I don't want them to die now, but in this scenario,
while they're fucking.
If I had to watch them every day, fuck, I'd be like, oh God, I really hope you die at some point. I don't want to watch this every day. When they do die, I'd be like, free. And then luckily, if you're lucky, you'll get a good 10, maybe 20 years of fuckless, parentless, enjoyable life, normal life. So that one.
So you're hoping on the 40 years from now, you'll be able to relax for 20 years, not having to watch your parents bone.
Yeah.
Every night.
Yeah.
I think I'll just get it over and done with.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
For one.
That's fucking crazy.
One night.
Who are you? No.
So I have to choose between my parents.
Who are you fucking at this point? Both of them? Yeah. How are you getting involved? No. But you got to
asking.
live with that forever. So when they have died, you'll go, oh God, I fucked them once. That would always be in your mind.
Know what? If you're watching your parents fuck every night, you got to live with that forever. Literally, you're doing it fucking forever. Well, for the rest of their lives.
I know, but it's the same way that if you're watching, enough gory, horrible films, you just go, oh yeah, there's another person being decapitated. It doesn't affect you after a while. You get desensitized. I'd be like, oh, they're fucking again. I wouldn't.
Watch
It wouldn't
the
bother me.
scariest film and go, well, I'm never doing that again. I can relax. That was a horrific moment that I just watched that horror film.
I hope you're only taking the other point of view to play devil's advocate, but I don't think you are.
I don't want to be trapped for 40 odd years.
I know, but you have to
Don't
live with.
watch my parents bone.
All I know is that's your answer, and
I
respect your answer. I don't want to know who. I do not. And do you know what? They don't want to know either. They do not want to know either. Don't tell me that. But Kelly, please let me know which scenario you would pick. I'm intrigued. I really am. But okay, I understand your point. It would be a bit of a hindrance, but I don't want to fuck my mum or dad.
No? Sure? On record now?
I stand by that.
Alright, fucking weirdo.
Okay, so yeah, great insight there. The next question is next Would You Rather. Even though we're not a Would You Rather podcast, let's not pigeonhole ourselves.
No.
We're a current events
We're
podcast.
not a Would You Rather podcast, just don't listen to the theme tune first.
Or look at the title of the podcast. But this question is from Jess, who is probably our most avid contributor behind the father of Would You Rather, I would say.
Maybe even in front, I don't know.
She's not in front.
Let's take a vote.
She's not in front. The father, until she gets her own theme song.
She's not the mum and who did bum, no.
No, that's Kelly. So this is from Jess, and this is hot off the press. This one straight. This is fresh. This one. Are you ready?
Would you rather give up cheese or give up oral sex?
Okay.
Give up cheese.
Okay, so it's
Give up cheese.
Give up cheese. Cheddar, brie.
Knob cheese, does that count?
Maybe that's your interpretation.
It's going to be like a bit of a overlap there, isn't it?
I have no idea about knob cheese. To be honest with you, I don't know what that is.
No.
I really don't. I honestly,
I know. Yeah, I know why.
Yeah, I got the snip as a young man, and one
young man.
Sorry,
a young man.
What?
How old?
I was 5.
That's not a young man. That's a young boy.
A young. Oh, okay. I was like, where are you going with that? Oh yeah.
I was like 18.
As a young man. Yeah, I was 5.
That's what I would. I've got a tattoo, got the snip, got a kebab.
Yeah, I dyed my hair. I got a kebab. What next? Snip me. But basically, yeah. So I got. My penis was too big from a foreskin. Yeah, it had to go. Something had to give. So yeah. So I am now circumcised. Yeah, I'm not Jewish in any way. Yeah, although I love the Jewish people. So in terms of when you say knob cheese, I really genuinely can't fathom it. Yeah, it's awful. I've googled it, and it's the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So thank fuck. And if I wasn't circumcised, I would choose to have it, maybe, to get rid of the prospect of knob cheese. Right. So would you rather give up cheese?
Mexicana is one of my favourites.
Okay. Are you a man that likes cheese?
I am, yeah, but
I do as well. I love it. I really do. I love it on crackers. I can eat it straight from the fucking. I can just grab the cheese and eat it. But also with her question, my thought was this question maybe suggests that you're receiving oral sex enough that it would become a problem for you to give up cheese? Does it also mean giving oral sex? You know, it might also mean that. You know, she doesn't say.
Means in general.
So give up giving, give up receiving. So, you know, as a man, I don't partake in oral sex a lot. You know, through choice. Purely through choice, you know.
Selfish.
I'm inundated by offers, you know, and I choose not to at this moment in time, right? So I would choose the cheddar variety. I love cheese on toast. I love cheese sandwich. I had a cheese sandwich today. I love pizza. I just love cheese in general. It's great.
So when they're like about to go down, you're like, oh no, cheese on toast, love.
Oh, have you got a tenner? Should we get a Domino's? That's my reaction. That is my reaction.
Pull my boxes up. We need a bit of Liam Perrins.
Exactly. That is my reaction at this point in time. Now, you, as a man you're in a quite healthy relationship, you know.
Yeah.
Oral sex for you maybe is more apparent, you know, more
vigorous,
you know, more visceral. You could probably reach out and grab that oral sex. So for you, maybe giving up cheese is harder. I don't know. I'm just putting words in your mouth. Not knob cheese, just words in your mouth.
You're not putting knob cheese in my mouth this time.
Not this time. So I want to hear your thoughts. Is there something you're willing to
I don't know. It's a little bit unfair on me because
it's very nice to.
I have at certain times I have eczema, so dairy products.
I thought you were saying eczema on your down below region. And
I'd like to say
it's threatened.
No,
it's threatened down there
in the past when I was a kid. Yeah.
Really?
Even on my willy.
It's tough. Moisturiser.
Oh, that's where I've been going wrong. Go to all the doctors and they've been just going, nah, just leave it.
What you want to do, mate, is grab a whole tub of Vass and just run it all over there.
It's more oral sex.
So,
I feel like I have given up cheese at some point, and it wasn't too. It was annoying. I really wanted it, but I could give it up.
Cheese or oral sex?
Cheese.
Okay.
I mean, there was a time where I was like single for a long time, so inadvertently I gave that up as well.
You gave them both.
I tried. I bent over. I'm not flexible enough.
There was no joy in your life at that point.
I don't do the myth about Marilyn Manson. I can't have the rib removed to do it myself.
Obviously,
plus, it's not big enough to just put it in.
And you can't churn your own, but you can't churn your own milk and make cheese either. Is that how you make cheese? Is that how you make milk? I have no idea. For me, there's no. I'd give up oral sex possibly, but just because I'm celibate at this point in time, you know.
Celibate.
I'm celibate.
Celibate.
I'm not choosing to be.
You mean you're single?
No, I'm actively not. I'm choosing to be single actively. Yeah,
right. Actively. So if someone came now, not now that I'm here, but like
definitely not. No.
Meet a nice.
If a lovely lady walked in now and said, "Hello, I'd love to give you oral sex," I'd probably go, "No, let's get to know each other."
I'd love to give you oral sex. Okay, buttons undone. Let's go for it.
Look,
should we get the people out of the room, or should we go out the room?
There'd be some questions asked, you know. But if a cheese farmer,
if a cheese board came along,
best
of both worlds.
If a dairy farm walked in with a nice selection of cheeses,
I'm churning or that. You know.
Then I don't know. But also, very similar to Kelly's question earlier, I would very much like to know Jess's answer.
Your parents?
As well.
Oh, right.
No, in terms of like Kelly, she asked the question. I think, okay, it's interesting you asked that. What's your take on it? And I'd like to hear Jess's take on this. You know, so maybe next week, if she's willing, if she's so inclined, I'd like to hear her. Like, she asked it for a reason. Which one would she give up?
Is she a cheese fan?
I have no idea, and that's why we. I want to.
I feel like she might be a cheese fan if she asks this question.
Yeah, possibly.
And an oral sex fan. Which most people are.
Who isn't a fan of oral sex? You know, giving or receiving. You know. So it's a very tough question. It's tough. At this moment in time, I'd go for the cheese. But you know what? In general, on the grand scheme of things, oral sex is more enjoyable than cheese.
Well, you'd keep the cheese.
At this point in time, yeah. But
I suppose if you do give up oral sex, you still have the other things to go by.
You can go for the other
less
things.
of a spice in your relationship, but
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. You know, less foreplay, more play.
But you do get the spice of the cheese, only if it's Mexicana.
Which is your favourite cheese?
I like to add a spice in my life.
50 Shades of Brie. Was Knackers in the Breeze, a full episode. It flew by, didn't it? It really did. And we didn't answer too many questions, really, because we just rambled on too long.
We just ramble on. Digress so much. Don't even know if we answered the questions.
Probably not. You're probably not. I would like to hear your take on it, Kelly and Jess in particular. But also, if you're any other listener, I want it. Like, what is your response to these questions? Let us know. knackersandthebreeze@gmail.com. That is KNACKERS at gmail.com.
We will get on Facebook soon as well,
Yes,
so you can, if you want to send in voice messages and you don't have us on WhatsApp, you can send a voice message through Facebook Messenger.
Yes, and
you
also
can add us.
There's been rumours, right? I don't think this is true, that maybe YouTube might be uploading this to YouTube.
Yeah, we'll go on YouTube, and well, there's almost more of a rumour that we will actually, like a podcast, be on iTunes.
Hello.
Soon.
Hello.
Maybe.
Okay. Thing is, never jump.
It's a learning curve.
Yeah, never run before you can jump, or jump before you can run. But we will now. We can run and jump. We're
barely crawling.
We'll be on iTunes. We'll be on iTunes. So again, we will let you know. But yeah, in the meantime, look out for the YouTube. Look out for the YouTube. Look out for the bloody email that we're giving you. And that makes no sense. I want to hear your points of view. Any questions you've got, send them in. This was Knackers and the Breeze, episode what?
7.
Episode 7. Lucky number 7. Bloody hell. Time flies.
Would you rather have cheddar cheese for knees, or a talking dog that only speaks in Portuguese? Or to make yourself feel really dry, would your towel dry between your thighs, or dangle out your knackers in the breeze?